Will you accept the results of this primary, whatever as the vote of the Republican voters?
Yes. Yes, I will. I assure you, I will accept the results of this election. I will accept the results of federal elections. I accepted the results of the elections 4 years ago, and nothing's changed.
And is it frustrating that question even needs to be
asked? It is frustrating. It's very frustrating. Look, for my party especially, we don't win any votes by telling people that their votes don't count. In fact, we lose votes. People think, well, why should I show up? When time and time again, those allegations have been proven completely unfounded. I can tell you that our elections in this state are absolutely secure. We have passed several elections integrity bills over the past 4 years to ensure that they maintain their integrity. We have more audits than ever before. We have, again, more security measures in place than ever before. What I would encourage anyone who is worried about election integrity to do is to go visit their county clerk's office. Most of our county clerks right now are providing open houses where you can go in and actually see the way ballots are processed. And I will tell you, because I've seen it, several people who were some of the loudest in the election integrity front saying, convinced that our elections were rigged in the state, they went and watched that process, and they've come out as the biggest defenders. Now, they've seen it. They know it's not corrupt. They know there's nothing untowards happening. And it's fun to see them now arguing on the other side that, hey, guys, we were wrong. Our elections are actually secure.
Representative Lyman, on social media, you've accused the Lieutenant Governor's office of, quote, politically motivated election interference, specifically when it came to the provision keeping your previous Lieutenant Governor pick off the ballot. Do you stand by that sentiment? And if Governor Cox and Lieutenant Governor Henderson win the primary election, will you honor the results?
I do stand by that assertion, because residency has never been questioned the way it was in this situation. We've had governors run for office who hadn't been in Utah for years before. It came back. The only time it became an issue was with Lane Bangeter. And it was mean-spirited. The thing that was even the most mean-spirited about it was they would not even accept his application. So they couldn't do a written rejection of that application. They just rejected him on the front end, completely barricaded him from being able to do that. We had 6 attorneys that looked at the language on that. You know, when they say the 5 years next proceeding, it has various definitions. We were on good standing. I don't mind that the judge ruled the way he ruled, but the way they went about that process was absolutely obstructive to getting him onto the ballot. And then your second question was, will I accept the results of the election? Is that what you said?
Yeah, especially considering you characterizing that as election interference.
Well, yeah, it was election interference. That's 2 separate questions. As far as whether I'll accept the results of the election, I will say this: I will be checking the results of the election. If I win, I'll be checking the results of the election. I'll be checking the statistical analysis that should be available after an election. You know, I'm a CPA, so we verify things. We should have elections that are verifiable. You can verify it at the Miss Universe pageant, but somehow in Utah you can't verify these things. On the signatures that came in for Governor Cox, 40% of them are either private or withheld, that we're trying to look at now to see, you know, are his signatures valid? There's an actual criminal investigation taking place in Washington County with the same signature collecting company that had a bunch of their signatures thrown out, and the person who gathered those signatures had to go through the convention route. But if you want to look into that with Governor Cox, you're not able to do it. So there's a huge lack of transparency when it comes to our election. And it doesn't have to be that way. If the intention is to keep people from finding the truth, they would do exactly this. If the intention was for people to find the truth, they would open up those records and say, let's take a look at it. Again, being a CPA, I don't want to look at them. I want an external, independent, third-party professional to be able to come in and run some sort of a verification so they can provide some level of assurance to the public that these elections were run correctly. Now, I'm not going to have that authority if I'm not the governor, but if I am the governor, I will definitely have that authority. And if I don't have, if I'm not the governor, we'll do the best we can to run some statistical analyses like we did in 2020 and 2022 that show some pretty glaring anomalies.